227 Show 2025 represents a masterclass in television production, blending meticulous direction, nuanced performance, and technical innovation to create a series that is both entertaining and artistically sophisticated, immediately immersing the audience in a world where comedy, drama, and cinematic storytelling converge seamlessly. From the opening sequence, the viewer is drawn into a carefully orchestrated visual environment, with the camera moving fluidly through the apartment complex, capturing intricate details of architecture, lighting, and human activity, establishing the building itself as a character whose presence shapes narrative dynamics. The show's direction reflects a deep understanding of rhythm and timing, crucial for balancing comedic beats with emotional resonance. For instance, long takes following Mary Jenkins as she navigates her bustling household are intercut with rapid montage sequences during chaotic family interactions, creating a visual tempo that mirrors the emotional stakes and heightens audience engagement. Cinematography plays a central role in storytelling, employing varied techniques to enhance narrative and thematic elements. The use of depth of field, tracking shots, and dynamic framing allows scenes to feel immersive, highlighting relational dynamics and spatial awareness within the apartment complex, while subtle lighting shifts convey shifts in mood and perspective without relying on overt exposition. Production design is similarly attentive to detail, with each apartment reflecting the personality, history, and values of its inhabitants through carefully chosen props, color palettes, and decor. For example, Mary's kitchen, cluttered yet warm, communicates both domestic realism and maternal presence, while Albert's workshop, chaotic and improvised, serves as a visual extension of his personality, reinforcing character traits through environmental storytelling. Sound design is employed strategically to support both comedic and dramatic elements. Diegetic sounds such as the hum of the city, clattering dishes, or distant conversations create a rich auditory backdrop, while original scoring punctuates emotional beats, comedic timing, and narrative tension. In one notable scene, the crescendo of a subtle orchestral motif coincides with a minor domestic mishap, amplifying humor without undermining realism. Editing choices in 227 Show 2025 demonstrate a mastery of pacing and narrative cohesion. Quick cuts during moments of chaos are balanced with slower, contemplative sequences, allowing the audience to process character emotion, absorb thematic nuance, and anticipate narrative payoffs. This balance is particularly evident in sequences where multiple storylines converge, such as a neighborhood talent show, where simultaneous comedic arcs are interwoven with character development and thematic resonance, resulting in an experience that is simultaneously humorous, engaging, and narratively complex. Character blocking and movement within scenes further exemplify the series' cinematic sensibilities. Actors are positioned to maximize visual storytelling, relational cues, and spatial dynamics, enhancing both comedic timing and emotional subtext. In sequences involving multiple characters, physical proximity, orientation, and gesture are used to convey hierarchy, intimacy, tension, and comedic irony, often without the need for dialogue. The show's lighting design is remarkable in its subtlety and impact, employing naturalistic sources to ground domestic scenes while strategically introducing color temperature shifts to signal mood, narrative emphasis, or thematic undertone. Golden hues during family dinners evoke warmth and togetherness, while cooler tones in moments of conflict or introspection underscore tension and isolation, creating an emotional palette that complements narrative beats. Costume design also contributes to visual storytelling, reflecting character identity, socioeconomic context, and generational difference. Mary's practical yet stylish wardrobe conveys authority, empathy, and adaptability, while her granddaughter's contemporary attire emphasizes youthfulness, rebellion, and evolving cultural norms, supporting the series' exploration of intergenerational dynamics. The series' approach to humor is deeply intertwined with its technical execution. Timing, camera angles, and spatial relationships are orchestrated to maximize comedic effect, whether through slapstick mishaps, ironic juxtaposition, or verbal wit. In a particularly intricate sequence involving Albert's ill-fated attempt to repair the building's plumbing, the choreography of actors, camera movement, and sound design combine to create a comedic tableau that is visually dynamic, narratively coherent, and emotionally satisfying. Production values extend to the careful integration of visual motifs and symbolic imagery. Objects such as family photographs, heirlooms, and communal spaces are leveraged to communicate memory, relational bonds, and thematic continuity. These recurring motifs are woven seamlessly into both comedic and dramatic sequences, enhancing narrative cohesion and emotional resonance. The direction also demonstrates a keen awareness of audience perception, employing framing, perspective, and movement to guide attention, highlight relational subtleties, and build anticipation. In ensemble scenes, the camera fluidly shifts focus between characters, emphasizing interactions, reactions, and narrative implications, fostering a sense of intimacy and immediacy that deepens audience engagement. The series excels in its use of parallel storylines, often interweaving domestic, neighborhood, and personal arcs in ways that create layered meaning and thematic interplay. For instance, while Mary mediates a conflict between neighbors over noise complaints, Albert's personal misadventures run concurrently, creating opportunities for humor, dramatic tension, and character reflection. These converging narratives are orchestrated with precision through editing, blocking, and pacing, resulting in a cohesive, immersive viewing experience. Behind-the-scenes craftsmanship further underscores the series' excellence. Anecdotal accounts suggest that improvisation and actor input were frequently incorporated into scenes, allowing performances to feel spontaneous, authentic, and emotionally resonant. In one case, an offhand ad-lib by Mary's actress became a key comedic and thematic moment, highlighting the collaborative synergy between cast and crew. 227 Show 2025 also demonstrates innovation in its integration of contemporary technology into narrative and production. Smart devices, social media interactions, and neighborhood communications are depicted realistically, influencing both plot and character behavior, while technical execution ensures these elements enhance rather than distract from storytelling. Soundtrack choices are carefully curated to align with narrative tone and cultural context. Contemporary tracks are used diegetically to situate scenes in time and space, while subtle scoring enhances emotional impact, comedic rhythm, and thematic resonance. In sequences of high tension or rapid comedic interplay, music functions as a narrative device, guiding audience expectation, accentuating timing, and enriching emotional engagement. The series' attention to detail extends to spatial continuity and geographic logic, ensuring that movements between apartments, stairwells, hallways, and communal areas maintain coherence and facilitate narrative clarity. This spatial consistency reinforces the realism of the setting and allows complex interactions to unfold naturally. Camera techniques such as over-the-shoulder framing, POV shots, and carefully orchestrated wide angles enhance narrative comprehension, emphasize character perspective, and support both comedy and drama. The director's use of blocking and timing ensures that visual and auditory cues align seamlessly with character intent, comedic beats, and emotional pacing. In addition, the series employs a sophisticated approach to thematic layering, using visual, auditory, and narrative elements to explore family, community, resilience, and human complexity. Even minor scenes are imbued with symbolic and narrative significance, reinforcing continuity, character development, and viewer investment. Practical effects and set manipulation are executed with attention to realism and comedic timing. Scenes involving minor accidents, household mishaps, or neighborhood chaos are choreographed meticulously, with precision in camera placement, actor positioning, and prop interaction ensuring both safety and narrative impact. The ensemble cast demonstrates technical proficiency in physical comedy, timing, and interaction, enhancing believability and audience engagement. Lighting, cinematography, and color grading collectively establish emotional tone, narrative emphasis, and stylistic cohesion. The interplay of warm and cool palettes, shadow and light, and focus versus diffused illumination communicates subtext, enhances visual interest, and supports both comedy and drama. Set dressing and environmental detail contribute to immersion, with each apartment, hallway, and communal area reflecting character, history, and narrative function. Props are both functional and symbolic, serving as tools for humor, plot progression, and thematic exploration. 227 Show 2025 exhibits exemplary integration of technical, creative, and narrative elements. Direction, cinematography, sound design, editing, performance, and production design coalesce to create a series that is visually engaging, emotionally compelling, and comedically effective. Storylines are enhanced by technical precision, ensuring that timing, pacing, and narrative flow maximize impact. The series' approach to ensemble storytelling demonstrates an understanding of interconnectivity and relational dynamics. Characters' physical interactions, eye lines, and movements are orchestrated to communicate relational hierarchy, tension, and intimacy, allowing the visual language of the series to reinforce dialogue and plot. The production's commitment to continuity, both narrative and spatial, ensures that viewers can follow complex storylines across multiple episodes while maintaining immersion and emotional investment. Humor, tension, and drama are heightened by consistent attention to timing, rhythm, and visual composition, illustrating the meticulous craftsmanship underlying the series. The show's editing, pacing, and scene transitions are carefully calibrated to maintain viewer engagement. Moments of rapid action are contrasted with slower, reflective sequences, allowing both comedic and dramatic beats to resonate fully. Narrative cohesion is reinforced through visual motifs, recurring objects, and thematic callbacks. Overall, 227 Show 2025 stands as a triumph of modern television craftsmanship, exemplifying how direction, cinematography, sound, editing, production design, and performance can be integrated to create a series that is both entertaining and artistically accomplished. Through its combination of technical excellence, narrative sophistication, and character-driven storytelling, the show succeeds in delivering humor, emotional depth, and insight, demonstrating that comedy can be both a reflection of life and a vehicle for artistic expression. It is a production that rewards attentive viewing, critical appreciation, and repeated engagement, establishing itself as a landmark achievement in contemporary serialized television, one that celebrates both the heroism of everyday life and the artistry of exceptional television production.